Can you take me back to the point where you got offered? Do you remember that moment?
Mm-hmm.
And how long did it take to say, hey, I'm going to Kansas State?
I mean, that was kind of always the goal. I remember going to second grade with the K-State football and shirt to picture day. So it's kind of always been here or bust for me, really. And I remember coming to a summer camp, and I went to the old indoor for some one-on-ones.
Yep.
And after that, Coach Kleiman pulled me over and said he wanted to offer me. And so ever since then, I knew this is where I wanted to go.
Back live from Radio Row at Big 12 Media Days in Frisco, John Kurtz, Derek Young, and we're joined now by Desmond Purnell, K-State linebacker. And Des, appreciate you taking some time for us. Like, what's it been like taking all this in so far today?
It's been phenomenal. This is a great opportunity for each and every single one of my teammates and coaches that came out here today. Very, very nice. From what Avery told me, this is a better setup than it was in previous years.
Yeah, Vegas, I don't know, man.
As soon as everything's just kind of like all together, kind of.
A little more scrunched up.
Yeah.
I actually like it here more than when it's at AT&T Stadium.
Really?
Yeah.
Dallas. So.
I like the star. Yeah. How do you feel about being in full uniform as opposed to usually they get to be in suits when they're
they say we still have some more media stuff to do in the full uniform, so we just have it on until was it like 1 o'clock? So we still got like 2 hours, hour and a half left. But I mean, I kind of want to get out of this. I want to put the suit on.
Who had the best suit on the team today?
Avery's was all lavender. So
really?
Yeah,
it's pretty slick.
Yeah. Once we come back out after a little break and change and stuff, you got to go peek at his suit. His suit's nice.
Okay.
Some guys changed their number. VJ's going to wear number 7 this year. You've stuck 32 the whole way through.
Yeah, it hasn't done me dirty.
Okay.
So yeah, I like it. My number used to be 22, but at the time it was Daniel Green.
Yeah.
And then Al Serby, our equipment manager, gave me a list of numbers. I saw 32. I thought it was too big for me at the time when I was a freshman, but now I've really grown into that number.
Okay.
That's right, because you were like a safety back then, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not
a little awkward, but
that's not a safety number. Yeah. Well, how's Des Purnell become better this year? Like, what's most different about you as a player this year?
Stepping forward, being uncomfortable, being comfortable being uncomfortable. Sorry.
Yeah.
But stepping out of my comfort zone each and every single day, doing something that I wouldn't normally do as myself, which I would say like I'm kind of more like to myself kind of person, but just try to be more outgoing with the team and everything during everything that we do. Don't be quiet at all. Be always just talking, chattering.
Well, that makes sense. You're a fifth-year guy now, right? Like, do you feel like the old guy in the room
No, I don't, room? Because we still got TP stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Still got Bo Palmer. Yeah, we still got all those guys. Those dudes are way older than me.
Okay, yeah. Hey, fair enough. I didn't mean to put that on you. My bad, Des.
You guys started 7-1 last year. You finished 8-4. What can you kind of learn from that finish that needs maybe corrected this season?
Just don't be stagnant with anything. Don't get complacent. Feel like most of our issue was just like guys either hit a brick wall or just got complacent with their work each and every single day. And just getting past that, I feel like we're going to be a phenomenal team. And I think we do have the players and we have the coaching, and we also been doing like team bonding stuff to help us get past those humps.
What comes to mind as the reason your guys' linebacker unit will be better this year than it was last year?
I feel like we just have a lot of depth. We still have Bo and Asa coming back. We added in Gabe Powers. We still have Romaine, myself, Rex Van Wy. We brought in great freshmen, and then one transfer in Ralph Ortiz. I feel like there's a challenge. It's a challenging group right there because each and every single day, like your spot's not solidified. We always say that, like your spot can be given up. Like you can always lose your spot. So understanding that there's always competition, and I feel like that brings the best out of everybody.
For a true freshman, I'm just going to say, is the hype about Darian Whitaker pretty real at this point?
Yeah, very, very big for a freshman. Yeah. He's been doing great. He's been understanding the playbook very well. He's been asking me and Romaine and also Rex Van Wy about how we do things here, and I understand that as a freshman, you're not really used to like how hard we run to the ball and stuff like that. So he's really taking huge strides in that.
Is the Austin Romaine hype real? I mean, obviously we've seen him out there, but man,
lettuce is real. Yeah.
First,
you guys call
that's his nickname?
Yeah.
Wow, I love that we just uncovered that. All right, lettuce for Austin Romaine. No, but like he's preseason All Big 12. Like Pro Football Focus is tweeting about him like every other day. Like what makes him that kind of a player?
I always said this even in previous years. He's just like a sponge. He really soaks up everything that he learns around everybody around him, and And now he's really like pursuing that. Since he's an upperclassman now, he's really like giving that to the younger classmen as well. And also he still helps me out. Like sometimes I get stuff wrong, and just understanding that we have that connection there, and that he can say anything to me and I'm not going to take offense to it at all.
Who would you say is someone or a couple guys maybe on the team that are not being talked about enough right now? Maybe the fans aren't as familiar with them, but you think are going to be real players this year?
I'd say I have three D linemen and Toby. I still got Ryan Davis, and then I was Travis Bates.
Yeah.
Those three. Linebackers we already covered, and then safeties wise, Gunnar Maldonado is going to be really good. I'm liking Amarion. It's just a whole. I can keep on going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mario Fortenberry, the corner, right?
Yes.
How have the new transfers kind of fit in? You guys got a bunch of them?
Yeah.
And
J Rowe is going to be. He's huge as a corner. He can move.
It kind of reminds me when Brent's was that
yes,
big, right?
yes. Because I want to say he's at like 215, 220 at corner, and he's flying like he's keeping up there with like our fast receivers and everything. Like it's a great competition each and every single day to see them do their one-on-ones. Sometimes after I get done with my drills, I just look over there and see how they're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always great seeing everybody compete each and every single day.
What kind of a fit has Gabe Powers been?
Been great. Room? He's bringing a lot of experience, even though he's just he just got here and everything. But just understanding his mindset of how like stuff is different in every single league. How like even though in the Big 12, Big 10, he can still bring it over to the Big 12. And he's been asking me like how the speed is over here. And I'll just say it's just football, man. Just just do what you do the best you can, and that's all we ask for.
From a defender's perspective, what are you seeing from Avery in terms of a difference from last year when you're trying to defend him in practice?
He got faster, man. Like he got way faster. He's throwing the ball like he's playing games in the defense. So it's just seeing him grow like ever since he got here that first spring back in 23. It's been just phenomenal seeing him just evolve into the leader and the man that he is today.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's circled on a schedule because it's the next game. But is there a little bit more oomph to the Iowa State game with it being a rivalry and them getting you the last 2 years?
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, they got us the past 2 years. I know that I have a chip on my shoulder, but we just can't wait to get over there in Ireland and play them. We've been itching just to play a football game for so long now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, do you guys feel the rivalry as players? Like obviously it's there for the fans, but with that Iowa State team, do you feel that? Yeah,
I feel like with Iowa State, obviously with KU, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But with Iowa State, we feel a huge rivalry because we beat them back in 22 to go to the Big 12 championship, and then they beat us last year for them to go to the Big 12 championship. So there's always like they're a phenomenal team. We understand that. It's gonna take every single person in the locker room to beat them.
Yeah. You jog my memory with this talking about KU because we were talking to VJ about the Jalen Daniels play being his favorite play of the year.
Yep.
What was your favorite play of last season for the defense or for you personally?
There was a lot. Probably the sack on Shadur and versus Colorado going into halftime.
Yeah.
They were driving.
Yeah.
They were driving. So having that sack, it really helped in that 2-minute drive that they were wanting. So
yeah,
I say that also helped us, later on in the game because we won off that.
Yeah, needed that one.
I kind of go back and forth, but what atmosphere on the road was, I guess, more raucous, Colorado or BYU? Because both of them were. You got everybody on the night last year.
Yeah, we sure did. We had a lot of night games. I don't know how to rank one higher than the other. BYU was rocking, but so is Colorado.
Yeah,
it's just I don't know. They're probably both like the same playing field.
Yeah.
Like those two things, like you just couldn't even hear yourself. Kind of just insane.
NCAA 26, we've been asking everybody about their ratings there. Have you looked up what yours is yet?
First thing I did, I'm 86.
86. All right. Is that too high, too low? What do you think?
I think it's obviously I want higher, but
yeah.
I'm not gonna be mad with 86.
Yeah.
I'm just happy it's not below 80.
Yeah. Is 86? Isn't that what VJ said his was?
Yeah, VJ said
Does VJ Payne deserve higher than an 86, do you think?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think all the guys do.
He was more upset about his speed not even being a 90.
I'm upset about my strength because they have me at like a 70 strength. I'm like, how is that even possible?
Okay, well, tell them right now. What do you bench? Tell EA right now what you bench.
Well, I benched 315 for 5 reps the other day, and that was just it was okay. That's just a regular Tuesday.
Yeah.
But we don't do singles though. Like most we ever do is triples, but they don't even let us our strength coach.
So you just
for a safety standpoint, which I understand, but they let me get after that one day just a little bit, so I enjoyed it.
Speaking of that, what's the changeover been like at strength coach since Coach True left?
Oh, nothing. We haven't skipped a beat at all. We're
Yeah.
doing the same thing that we always done.
Yeah.
So,
Who is the strongest guy on the team?
strongest on the team. We talking bench press or back squat?
Anything. Go for
Back squat is Uso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sense.
Yeah.
Because I think I had someone tell me that probably pound for pound it might be Cody Stufflebean.
Yes. Surprisingly, VJ, especially for like his like how lean he is, he can put up some weight. And then Avery, I've been seeing Avery getting after it in there.
Okay.
Seeing over there cleaning 225 for multiple reps and stuff. Like he's been getting after it.
Well, it looks like Dylan Edwards has added quite a bit of muscle too.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. That was like one of his like the first thing we came back from the summer. I talked to him. That was like the first thing he said. He was like, "I'm trying to get bigger, stronger, faster." I'm like, "Dude, you're gonna do it the way you be attacking every single day." So,
what's the worst like strength and conditioning thing that you guys have to do? Like what is it, kind of sprints or something like that?
we call it 4 quarters. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically we have like plays and there's 4 quarters worth, and it's just constant, just running kind of.
So you're not no pads or anything.
Yeah, no pads. It's just, but it signifies like what a practice or like what a game could be like. So it really helps us get conditioned for fall camp and stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
After the KU game last year, Austin Moore did
He did.
Would you probably be the most likely on the team to do that?
People may expect me to do that, but I would say no as of right now.
Okay.
Well, I didn't expect Austin Moore to be the guy to do that.
Hey, there's a lot.
The most draft.
He really does.
Okay.
I've seen him get after it, and I have to cool him down myself.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those ones that just quiet guy, whatever. But he can, he'd be talking that mess. I'm not gonna lie.
Who's that guy now? Like who's taking over the mantle for him on the
Remains.
Romaine. Yeah.
And another one you wouldn't expect. Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. That's it. What about on offense? Who's the guy talking the most on offense or practice?
Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds right. Yeah.
But he be talking like after he makes a good play, like he just be talking to himself, but like he's talking about the other people to himself. Yeah. So like it's not meaning for the other people. He's just hyping himself up after like the amazing play he just had. But yeah. And then obviously there's Jace Brown.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I was going to say it had to be Jace.
Yeah, Jace. Yeah, probably on offense, probably say Jace.
Yeah.
Jace.
Okay. Yeah. I did like. Did you see the camera shot after he had his touchdown at Colorado, where it's like him staring down all the people on the sideline there?
Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant was over there.
Yeah.
That was definitely. Yeah, that was an insane play. I was like, oh, there it goes, and then I was like, hey, no way they just caught that. But yeah.
Hey, okay, Topeka guy.
Yep.
What's the best food spot in Topeka? Someone's.
I like the pad.
Okay, I haven't heard of that. What's
Great Burgers? Great Burgers.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, I like to stop by the Pennant. Sometimes they have it's like an arcade. They have like arcade game. They have miniature bowling downstairs and stuff, and then they also great food.
Okay.
So yeah, those 2 places.
So the place that I would go every once in a while on the way back from doing like when I was doing like high school basketball and stuff up there was this taco place, Ponchos. The breakfast burritos.
Yes.
Breakfast burritos at Ponchos, man.
Yeah, I get a California with no pico potatoes.
Okay.
If you get pico potatoes, they just fully stuff that thing, and I'm just like, nah, I'm okay. But I have one down the street from my house in Topeka, so that's like late night snack. That's probably what I'm getting right there.
Yeah. There we go. All right.
Queso's also good there too. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Some free advertising here. Hey, we appreciate it, Des. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, man.
Yes, sir.
Looking for tickets for your next event? Tickets for Less is your #1 source. Save big on every purchase when you use promo code KCSN at ticketsforless.com.
I'm BJ Kissel, founder and CEO of KC Sports Network. Emprise Bank has been with us from the beginning. They were our first network partner, and they believed in the vision of what we were building from the start. I can't speak to any other banks or companies and how they operate, but I can tell you from personal experience and based on the growth of the network you're listening to right now, that if you have banking needs, call our friends at Emprise Bank. We've worked with so many great people there over the years, from Vicky and Aggie to Andrea, Lori, Jackie, Deb, and Aaron, and not to mention so many others that not just supported KC Sports Network, but supported our KCSN Foundation as well. But the best thing that I know is that if I have a question or a problem, no matter how dumb the question is, I know who I'm going to call and who I'm going to talk to, and I know that I'm getting an answer from someone that I can trust, and I know that person is there to help us. That's why Emprise Bank has always been and continues to be our partner in Possible, and they can be yours too. You just have to reach out. If you have a banking need, whether it's business or personal, hit me up. I will connect you directly with the same people that have helped us build KCSN, and that's our friends at Emprise Bank.
Folks, there's nothing that beats relaxing on a hot summer day and watching some baseball. And there's no simpler way to get in on the action than by downloading the Pick 6 app from DraftKings. It's crazy simple. Just pick more or less on the stats for 2 or more of your favorite players, and boom, you're in the mix for big cash prizes. And the best part, Pick 6 is available right here in Missouri. Don't miss out on the fun. Don't settle for a smaller payout. Switch to Pick 6, and right now, new customers can get $25 in bonus picks with their first deposit of $5. Here's what you got to do. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code KCSN. That's code KCSN for new customers to get $25 in bonus picks with their first deposit of $5. Better payouts, bigger wins, only with Pick 6 from DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit. Bonus picks expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
John Kurtz, Derek Young back live from Big 12 Media Days, Radio Row, and we're joined now by K-State defensive lineman Cody Stufflebean. Appreciate the time, Cody, joining us here. You've been in college for a long time. What's all this like, man, getting to come and do Big 12 Media Days here at the end of your career?
It's awesome to come represent for Kansas State, the university, and then just Kansas, and have Coach trust you enough to come and make sure you put on a good display and show them what K-State's all about.
Well, take me through the decision process to come back this year, because I was telling Derek, I was reading up on you yesterday, and I was like, man, I just read an article from this time last year talking about how tough that decision was to come back last year.
Mm-hmm.
Now you make the decision to come back again this year.
Yeah, I think since I made it 2 years ago, then there's just one more year left. I mean, might as well finish it out and use up all my eligibility. So that's kind of is what it is, and now we're here.
Okay.
Was there one goal in mind that you had that kind of inspired you to make this return?
I think kind of just like last year, to be able to give a lot to a really talented defensive end group where I had a lot of great mentors like Eli Huggins and Deuce Green and stuff when I was younger. So being able to give back to them and kind of pour everything back into a place that's given me a lot.
Speaking of those defensive ends in the room with you, who are kind of a couple you think are maybe on the verge of really having a breakout season?
Mm-hmm. I would say probably Ryan Davis. You got to see a little bit of his abilities last year with his limited reps. So seeing more opportunities for him, I think is going to be awesome. I'm excited to see that. And then obviously you kind of seeing what Chidi, Travis, and Toby can do. So having them just get more exposure and more, what am I looking for? More reps underneath themselves kind of just helps you play. I've kind of learned that.
Yeah.
We've heard a lot about Ryan Davis. He must have had a hell of a spring.
Yeah, he's a dude that, like, everybody notices him because he always practices really hard, always runs to the ball. So he's just an easy guy to look for and root for because, I mean, I want to play for a dude that will give everything he's got every play.
Yeah. What's his, like, what are the personalities like in the defensive end room?
It's all over the place. Because I would say I'm not like a lot of them, with them being a lot younger than me. None of them are married or anything like that. So it's a little different. And then I would say Chidi and Toby kind of bicker a lot. And then it's just kind of different. You never know what you're going to walk into in the locker room. So who knows?
Yeah. How much more mature did you become as a player when you got married? Like, does that translate?
I don't know if it changes a whole lot or not. I would say, like, I've kind of always been this way. I would say it didn't really change a lot in that aspect of it, really.
Gotcha.
You guys started 7-1 last year, but it ended up only 8-4. What do you think happened maybe down the stretch that needs corrected for this season?
I think just being more consistent all the time, especially like after bye weeks, we generally struggle, and then this year we're going to have 3. So we need to be able to be mature enough to lock in all the time, especially when you're not playing anybody. Say that's your biggest opponent all the time is yourself, and we lost every time last year. So being able to lock in when we need to, I think that will help us hopefully get over that hurdle. As
a Kansas kid, I'm sure the game that probably is the most fun to play in is against Kansas. You've lost to Iowa State now 2 years in a row. You get them in game one. Does that have any extra meaning because of what's happened the last 2 years?
I don't know. I think it's not so much as who we play, it's where we want to go and who's in our way. So they're just another team that we have to go. We have a lot of respect for them, but essentially they're just a stepping stone to where we want to get. So it's just them that happens to be there.
Yeah.
What are some specific ways that you can provide leadership to some of the other guys in that room that might be younger or less experienced than you at this point in your career?
Yeah, I think just being calm on the field and helping people get aligned right and kind of take some of the pre-snap stress out of it, just knowing what you need to do and have everybody be more comfortable in that sense.
Gotcha. What's your best marital advice for those of us that are not married, sitting right next to you here? How long have you been married at this point?
A little over 2 years.
Okay.
So what is it? She's always right.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That makes sense. How many guys on the team are married? Because Daniel Leo is too, right?
Yeah, I don't know if he's actually married or not, but I mean,
close.
he's been with her forever. So yeah, I think it might just be me, like legally, but I know there's some guys that are kind of close.
Okay. You've had a long career now. We've talked about the maturity and the relationships along the way. Can you take me back to the point where you got offered? Do you remember that moment?
Mm-hmm.
And how long did it take to say, hey, I'm going to Kansas State?
I mean, that was kind of always the goal. I remember going to second grade with the K-State football and shirt to picture day. So it's kind of always been here or bust for me, really. And I remember coming to a summer camp and I went to the old indoor for some one-on-ones.
Yep.
And after that, Coach Kleiman pulled me over and said he wanted to offer me. And so ever since then, I knew this is where I wanted to go.
Did you commit like right that second?
No, I remember I called him to commit and he answered the phone and acted like it was just a normal conversation. And like at that point, like it was so D1 athletics were so foreign to me and stuff. And I thought like he sat on a pedestal up here and he like had no time at all or anything. And like he was always busy and he made me feel like really human in that phone call and stuff. And he was really relaxed and definitely helped me know that I made the right decision.
Before that, Wisconsin was the kind of school that you were kind of looking at the most?
Yeah, I think I was going to go on an official visit with them, and then some spots started getting taken with K-State, and I canceled my visit and then decided to come here.
So what sparked the K-State fandom growing up? Like, were your parents K-State grads?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. And I always remember watching CK play when I was growing up and stuff, and so it's kind of always been where I wanted to go.
Were you like starstruck the first time that you saw Colin then on staff?
Yeah, I don't know if it was that. It was kind of just the whole thing, like just being there. Everybody was like, this is crazy. So now at this point, it's kind of become normal, and it's not quite the same feeling, but it's still really cool to be a part of.
Hey, another guy we've heard a lot about today, like climbing up on the podium, talked about George Fitzpatrick at offensive tackle as a guy on the D-line. Like, what's it been like seeing him and trying to go up against him?
He's really athletic for how big he is. He moves really well, and so I'm definitely excited that we picked him up.
You know, you're been around for a while. What maybe it was last year, maybe it was a different season. What's your favorite moment or favorite play of your career?
I think it's tough to say that it's not TCU, like the fourth down goal line stance, or just watching Ty
on the field.
Yeah, or just watching Ty run out with a smile on his face. Like either of those is pretty crazy. So
I know. One of the moments that kind of at least sticks out to me is the sack of Shedeur Sanders last year in Boulder.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I'd say like with the strip fumble and score with Dez against Baylor was really cool as well, because like the place goes crazy when you make a play like that, and then he scores on top of it. So it was really electric for a while.
What do you remember about the goal line stand and being in there on that play?
I just remember not to mess up. Like, you got one job, and so that's what it was. And then it was awesome to see the place go crazy. So it was a really cool experience.
What was your one job on that play?
C-gap. Don't let them run in there. And they ran the ball the other side, so I did my job.
Okay. Hey, we all very much appreciate that.
Yeah.
We've been asking for like a guy on the team that may not be a household name that you think is someone who could really flash this year and that fans will know by the end of the year. Like, who's somebody that could be on that list?
Somebody who I'm really excited to see is Tibbs. He's did
Yeah.
really, really well in spring ball. And so I think it'll be awesome to give Avery more weapons and have him open up the playbook. So I'm really excited to see him.
Okay, nice. What about Buddy Wyatt? What is something that he tells you at practice that you get sick of hearing?
Probably just all your technique. It's in your hands and your footwork and stuff come out of your hips. And it's like, yeah, I know that, but sometimes when you get tired, like everything just goes out the window and he still harps on you. So it's awesome, but sometimes it's just like, I'm trying, but it's just not happening.
Yeah. Are you like all the other guys on the team that have looked up their rating in NCAA already?
No, they just told me over there, though, in a couple different places. So
Do you remember what it was?
I think I'm an 80.
80. Okay, is that
Yeah.
too low? Got to get you higher?
It is what it is. I mean, I don't even really play, so I'd like it to be higher, but there's room to improve this season. So
When you're out on the field, you are like the player with the least amount of accessories possible. No gloves, no nothing. The socks and everything. Where does that come from? And do you get told about that from the teammates in the locker room too?
yes,
Yeah,
I do.
it looks like you're straight out of the 1970s or something.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I've just never really cared that much, and like I would maybe wear gloves, but your hands start to smell, and like now my hands are calloused enough too where they don't bleed at all. So it's just better off not having them. So it is what it is.
What's life after football going to look like for you? Do you know what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm getting my master's in industrial engineering. Tomorrow I have my defense. So if you know anybody that needs to hire somebody, hit me up in January. So that's something I'm really interested in, like manufacturing engineering, and hopefully working my way up someplace there.
Okay. And that's a hell of a week. You got Big 12 Media Days, and then you got to defend that.
Yeah, for real. At least I got a nice new suit for both occasions. So hopefully they don't see this video and I get to wear it tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. More nervous for that or for this?
I would say for that, definitely. This isn't as concerning, but like that, I put a lot of hours into my project. So if I get a no, it's going to be kind of devastating.
Yeah, yeah, I can understand that. Who's the biggest or best video game player on the team? Like you're talking about, you don't play NCAA. Who are the guys that are out there playing at the time?
I've heard that like Jordan Allen is pretty good at Call of Duty, so I think he's probably one up there pretty high. There's a lot of people that like play Clash Royale too on their phones in the locker room after runs, before lifts and stuff. There's a lot of people that play that as well.
I feel old. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, we're in our 30s, man. That's not for us. That's passed us by. Are you a trash talker at all out on the field?
Nah, I don't really say anything.
Which player on your guys' offense gets annoying in practice because he talks a lot?
I think at this point it's probably TP, because like I'm always right beside him, so have to make sure I let him know whenever I get a play on him. I have to let him know.
Yeah, we heard Dylan and Jace. Yeah. I just don't I'm not that close to them, especially like when they run routes and stuff. They're way far away from me, so I can't always hear them. Yeah. TP's always right there, though. TP,
he's been right there your entire career.
I was gonna say, you guys both go back, right? Like
he's been here longer than you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, hey, Cody, best of luck this year. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll talk to you soon.
Awesome. Thank you very much.